Hello, how you doing? It's Jerry McKeever here again, and today I want to discuss our attitude to the wavelength we're on when it comes to the situation we find ourselves in, and possibly more so the way we're going to react it, what we're going to do about it. Now, there's some very valuable contributors on YouTube and different social media and on Facebook and authors indeed who are very, very good at pointing out our deficiencies, our dysfunctionalities, our troubles, and thank God for them. They're very, very valuable contributors. For instance, the main example of this is something our media did not inform us about. I didn't see anything on the media regarding this at all. Is that incredibly tragic case, maybe about a month ago or more, of Alex Coughlin, may rest in peace, who was beaten near Blanchardstown and killed near Blanchardstown. That didn't feature on papers, on television. Um, Thank God for these people pointing things out like that. Just we need these people. So when I'm about to make the point I'm about to make, I'm not being critical of them. I'm more being critical of the way we reacted because I feel that it's not enough. I feel we've got to take another step, find the next step, and take it quickly because we haven't time to really waste here. So, you know, what I want you to do for me now is I want you to indulge me. I want you to imagine um, a line drawn out straight in front of you. And on the left hand side of this line, I want you to think of all the dysfunctionality, the decline in society, the dysfunctionality we see in HSE, the deficiencies in our law and order and our justice system, um, our councils. I want you to see particularly our main political parties. They belong there. They're the main contributors to what's going on. To me, they're the main artists there. But on the right hand side of the line, I want you to imagine what we can do to fix it. Now, at the moment, really, that looks very blank because we don't give this side of the line any attention at all, I don't think. We seem to be hoping that a solution comes along. It's not just going to happen like that. We need to work to find it. People who, like yourself, have taken the time to watch a few of these, you're obviously concerned. You've obviously got some sort of a desire to do something. It's up to us, and it's up to us to act quickly. Now, Socrates said that the secret of change is to focus not on the old but on building the new. He was telling us to focus on the right hand side of the line. And, you know, why do we spend so much time on the left hand side of the line? I think we're kind of brainwashed, not just by our media, but by our own daily rhetoric, our own daily conversation, thinking that by having these conversations, we're making a difference. We watch prime time, we watch different documentaries, and we think that by watching these, we're educating ourselves, we're making a difference. We're not. That's inertia. We need to do something. We have to do something. I call our normal everyday rhetoric Groundhog Day. We have the same conversation today that we had yesterday. We have the same one tomorrow. The subject matter will change, but it's basically the same conversation. So really, we've got to do something about it. We've got to do something very quickly. And for me, you get to decide how quick it happens. You out there get to decide how quick, whether it needs numbers on a channel like this, whether on subscriptions, whether it needs um, someone to come on this channel and discuss this idea, someone who has gravitas and profile to say this is the way we should be going. You can help here. You can find those people. You can be those people. Um, it's up to you because we really have to act very quickly because maybe for a couple of reasons, and one of them is because if the government see this as some sort of threat, if we do get this going and get a bit of momentum, then they may come at us. They may move to discredit. They may move to God knows what all the disinformation, malinformation, bots nowadays are out there, abuse of social media. God knows what they might do if we get this going. And the second reason is probably we just don't have the time. We just don't have the time to waste. Um, I saw um, a video today from um, Michelle Smith, who told us that when we signed on June, me and Martin signed on June the 12th, that agreement to basically perhaps give away our sovereignty, we have now till October to basically maybe opt out of that, or to have some sort of degree of opt out, and opt out that Poland adopted. We have until October. Where's that information? I found that out today. Thank God for Michelle. She does some fantastic TikTok videos, a great servant to the country. Um, but where's that information for us to contact our TDs to do something about it? We don't know what's happening. Um, they seem to do this under cover of darkness, the government. They're about to go on holidays. They'll probably meet very late into the night now, as they did 20 months ago before the election, when they met late into the night before the election to push through legislation that what they said enhanced hate speech legislation, which in effect is an attempt to possibly limit our free speech. They meet late at night to do these things. It's all very covert. You have an example of maybe the busloads of foreign men who come into the country to go into IPAS centres and houses and all sorts of villages around the country at night. You know, they're doing this to us. They're doing it to us malevolently. They're doing it as covertly as possible. It's by sneakiness. Um, that's why I'm saying we haven't got the time. We have till October to do something about our sovereignty. Um, Maybe the video unfortunately has descended into a bit of a rant. I'm sorry if it has, but I'm very angry. Um, I'm very angry, and I'm sure you're angry too. Look, as the Johnny Lydon song said, anger is an energy. Let's use that energy. Let's use that focus to do something, to raise. Another song by Hosier says, it's not the waking, it's the raising. We're all awake. We're all awake to what's going on. We're all aware. But what about the raising? How are we going to raise? Let's raise. Let's do something. Let's latch onto this plan. I always think, you could have three plans in front of you to fix something. If you even adopt the middle one, the second best one, if you work hard enough on it, it'll get you there. This is the only plan I see for fixing this. Please give me a hand. Get on board. Bring others on board. Subscribe and share. Look, thanks very much for watching me. All the best. Bye-bye. Good luck.